Hi, Mr. Pink Floyd, and the rest of you interested in Interpart linked objects, or being able to, for instance, trim one component with another. So this would be an example of how to do that. In your case, I assume that this would be what you're after. So we got two bodies. We got model 1, the cube here. We got model 3, which would be kind of the structure that we want to expand to the other two solids. And model 2 obviously representing the other solid or component that we want to trim to. So we want to expand this little guy here. That means that we're going to have to make that the work part. I could do that by either double clicking on the component, or I can right hand click and say make work part. You could extend it, but that would be a little bit more to it. So personally, I like to make things oversized and then trim them back. So for simplicity, that is what I will show. So if we look at this model 3 here, which is now the active work part, I could check what features that consists of. So I know that there is a line here, we have an extrude. If I edit that line and make that oversized, I'm going to use that oversized geometry to trim back. Now, when I have that like I do here, I could use this body and trim it back to the faces of these two bodies. So I will use the trim body command. I select my body I want to trim, and here's the trick for you. In the scoop here, we have within work part right now, and obviously that is because it is the target. But when I activate the tool option here, we can see that I'm now able to choose from within work part only, from within work part and components, or from the entire assembly if I like. So what that will do is that will create an Interpart reference to those, that is to those parts that will be associative. So I'm gonna not use the full body. I'm just gonna use the body, the face I want to trim to. So I set the selection intent scoop to single face, and since I now have changed to entire assembly, I'm now able to select faces from other components, and we say apply to that. We do the same thing on the other side, and we choose that face and that face. And if I go back here, we can see that we have fixed that. So what would happen if I would move this component? Let's see. Let's move that component a bit. We're going to move it over here somewhere, and we say okay, let's see what happens. So we can see that obviously that is now following my trimmed my trimmed object is now updating accordingly to where the position of that component is. So I think this is what you want to create. I hope it helps, and all you good people out there, take care, be safe. Over and out from Fred, and until next time.